Today is April 27, 2026. It's around April 27, it's around 7 p.m. I got here like 6:50 p.m. and I saw someone at the race speech on the floor. So this is Fulton Fulton Mall and Gallatin Place. So there's a human trafficking gang. They're trying to kidnap me and want the money and kill me and inherit all my money. So I normally charge my phone in front of Brooklyn Public Library, Brooklyn Heights branch, 286 Cardman Plaza. And when I jammed that phone booth with a metal pipe, so I can't charge my phone no more using that phone booth. So please link server, try to fix it. The federal court is across the street. They're from there, and the jam of the USB ports at that phone booth in front of 286 Cardman Plaza, Brooklyn Public Library. They jammed it up with a metal pipe so that I wouldn't be able to charge my phone in that phone booth. And they're trying to lure me to go charge my phone near Long Island University. My father used to go to Long Island University, and he graduated with a master's degree and he has gotten killed. My mother used to go to Long Island University. She got killed also. And I used to go to Long Island University, but I didn't graduate. And so there's a cult that want me to keep going to that area, and they hope to kill me and lie to the courts that I'm a part of it, like a demonic, or they may even lie that it's a Christian cult, and that I wanted to die and join my father and mother and be brought back to life by taking my sperm and creating children. And my name actually implies that. My name is a Nigerian name called Babatunde, meaning the return of a dead father. I was born a boy, I'm trying to become a girl. So I'm not part of any cult, and I don't want to be linked to such cult because of my name. My name was given to me by my parents, I have no say, but I'm not voluntarily part of any cult. So please investigate this link server. My mother's daughters are also here in America, moving with a narcotic gang that keep me for money, Bolani and Flora, and they drugged my mother up with counterfeit poison. And my mother fled to the hospital from Pennsylvania, came to New York to go to the hospital, Bellevue Hospital in 2015. And Doris came to the hospital without my mother telling them what hospital she was in, and told the hospital to lock her up in the mental ward. And my mother was shocked how the daughters were able to find out what hospital she was in. Apparently their gang was able to access private information, because under the federal law, HIPAA law, Health Information Portability Privacy Act, a hospital is not supposed to tell anybody your whereabouts while you're a patient. And my mother was in shock. Our daughters was able to find out what hospital she was in, and they framed her as crazy. The daughters speak with American accent. My mother was born in Nigeria. She speaks with Nigerian accent. It's very easy to frame an immigrant up. The Americans that call the police on me and arrest me on the time because of my accent, and the police will side with the Americans. So and the police are also trying to kill me because I sued them for taking my home in 2010, and they killed her. I sued them around 2013, and in 2014 a black American helped me with the lawsuit. They choked him in the regard. Another black American helped me, called Michael, told me he can't help me anymore because the police was harassing him for helping me. And I had that Michael sign a sworn affidavit, and I submitted it to the Brooklyn Federal Court for that case, 13 CV5052. And shortly after I submitted that affidavit, the police when I killed, I got another black American helping me. So, and they refused to let me testify in court. The New York City decided to cover up the death, New York State and New York City, and lost the case and freed the Arizona killer. Even though the whole world marched for Arizona, and were in shock. It was New York State is covering up evidence. I recorded before they killed him also, and it was telling me it was going to help me. So this the Brooklyn Public Library is 286 Cardman Plaza. They have a phone booth in front of it by Cardman Plaza and Clinton Street, 286 Cardman Plaza. And somebody went and jammed the phone booth USB ports with metal pipe. They nailed it. That's about so I'm able to charge my phone. Anytime I'm charging my phone here also, they send people try to beat me up. They would rather have me go near Long Island University where my mother went to college at, my father went to college. I went there to also, and to make it look like, so that there'll be digital footprint of me always going there to use the internet. And so when this gang, the money gang, I think they want to post like Christian gang, when they kill me, so that they can use that as evidence to the court that I wanted to go and join my father and mother in death, and I wanted to be resurrected by stealing my sperm and creating children from. I'm worth of money potentially, because the immigration arrested me as a child. My mother paid $30,000 to free me and get me my green card. And also the police took my home wrongfully in 2010, and I've been homeless on the street for 16 years. And my mother's daughters invaded the hospital, city hospital, when my mother was getting to the Bellevue hospital. I locked her up in the Bellevue hospital. So I have a lot of evidence that could make me win all this lawsuit, and I'm trying to go to court. So this gang wants to kill me and take my evidence to court and win the money for themselves. So they're harassing me, and to scare me away, they have somebody come speak before I go here. They monitor me everywhere I go. Call the police. I'm in the bathroom. The police keep arresting me in the bathroom. I was just in the bathroom last year, on November 14, 2025, and the police are in the bathroom, 1 and 2 train station chambers, and dragged me in the bathroom. Said the Black American said I stole something. So the police and their gangs and the criminal gangs are framing me up as crazy, and they will lock me up in mental ward, arrest me all the time, beat me up, the police and the gang. I heard even in Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Disability Law Center, a legal organization said, once they lock somebody up in the mental home in Oklahoma, the hospital, the mental home workers beat these people up, rape them, and it's very hard to get justice for people deemed crazy in America, because the jury wouldn't believe the crazy person, and they would think, because the reason why a lot of people get locked up in mental homes is because they are showing signs of aggression. So it's very easy to rape somebody in a mental home or beat them to death, and the jury won't find the perpetrator or the workers guilty. So this is why they're trying to move into a mental home where they can rape me and lock me up and rape me or kill me, or even lock me up in prison. So they always falsely accusing me of every crime. So it's not safe for me, please. I'm a victim of human trafficking. They've stolen my green card, stolen my my ID, and they're telling me they're going to frame me by doing drugs in the bathroom and kill me, and stuff. I thought that was a fire sign, apparently not. But people always bring secrets around me and fire around me. So apparently that guy has a different emblem. I don't know, some of these people that come around me and try to set me on fire, and sometimes they use the word fire around me. Yeah, I've been burnt now, multiple times while I've been homeless for 6 years on the street, and they deny me shelter and everything. My house was also set on fire, so when I saw that guy stand next to me, I thought the emblem on the shirt was said Brooklyn Fire, but apparently said Brooklyn Fire. Fair, So I'm just very nervous for my safety. I've been set on fire multiple times while I've been homeless on the street, so I'm not safe. So please, Link NYC, please try to get me justice. The prosecutors refuse to help me. Please contact the city of New York. If you can also help me with money so I can rent a hotel. I'm a victim of human trafficking. My mother's daughter stole my green card after killing my mother. But the immigration gave me 2 green cards in 2008 after my mother paid like $30,000 to hire a lawyer free from prison. And the immigration mistakenly gave me 2 green cards. So my mother held one for me, I held one for myself. In 2015, my mother's daughters killed her and stole the green card my mother held for me. And in 2019, the police arrested me and stole the other one I have. So I'm trying to go to work as a taxi driver, but I can't get a driver's license or any license because all my IDs have been stolen. So I've been stuck on the street now. The police arrested me and stole my ID. I've been stuck on the street now for 16 years. So please donate to my Cash App, non-conditional charitable financial donation to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, and or to me in person, and or student loan. If it's a student loan, the interest rate should be similar to what U.S. government charges student or what commercial bank charges student here in New York City. Nothing more. Whatever is lower, whatever interest is lower, I don't want price gaps. So please, this is what's going on. And I solemnly swear that United States prejudice laws and other laws that what I'm saying is true to the best of my knowledge, to what I remember and to facts. And I'm not looking for surrogacy. I'm single or married without a child or children. I'm not looking to adopt anybody's child. I'm not looking for surrogacy. I'm not looking to adopt any child or children. And I'm not looking for marriage. And in case I die, I'm killed. Only civil activists like me that have not denied me up in the past should administer my estate and get justice for me and my late mother. and donate the rest of my estate asset out in charitable financial donation to those suffering series in like my late mother and those being deported by Trump should prioritize for assistance. Also, I'm talking fast because I'm kind of tired and hungry. I'm not crazy, they said they're going to find ways to discredit my video. I'm just talking fast because all I do is record videos all day, try to post this seeking assistance, and nobody helps me. I can't even get legal assistance either. So this was going on, and people used to tell me I look like Michael Jackson in the past. I no longer look like him. I don't want to share it with them in any way or form. I used to send songs to him when I was in Nigeria, but and the United States Postal Service used to send me the songs back, say Michael Jackson had just moved to Neverland Ranch and he doesn't allow mail forwarding, and I used to send my letters to his former address. So I think some people in Nigeria have stolen some of the songs I wrote for Michael Jackson, and they're working with American gangs to kill me. I released the song that said when tragedy is associated with art, it always sells. If they even Michael Jackson before he died, nobody was buying his songs anymore because of child molestation charges against him or accusations against him. But after he died, because of tragic way he died, people started buying the song. So people are trying to do a copycat, try to kill me, and hope maybe people pity me and buy my songs and they claim I came to America to become Michael Jackson and I died horrific death. So also nobody should make a movie about me unless I'm alive and well to participate in the movie. I'm very introverted. I told the U.S. immigration this when they interviewed me in 2000 when I was arrested. My immigration number is 7795462. I told them I don't really talk to family or friends about my life. Even right now, I don't really talk to anyone about my life, personal life. I only talk about a little bit when I'm not dressed like this, and I don't talk about everything in my life. So so nobody will be able to accurately depict me in any movie or film or in any media project unless I'm alive and well to participate in that movie or film or media project. No one should make a movie or any media project about me unless I'm alive and well to participate in it and market it, direct it. I'm very guarded about my image, and I want anyone that's trying to force me to any of these things I'm not into, whether surrogacy, whether make a movie behind my back or marriage, to stop and desist, and the authorities should charge them with crimes for attempted perjury, attempted murder, attempted fraud, real estate, inheritance scam and stuff. So this is what is going on. So please donate to my Cash App, charitable financial donations to my Cash App. Thank you. And to me in person, I do beg for money everywhere I go.